My name is Amir Hassan Abadi. I'm an attorney at Fenwick & West, and I believe that our pro bono work matters. Fenwick believes that everybody deserves legal counsel, especially if they don't have the means to pay. Join me as I visit Bay Area entrepreneurs, legal aid centers, and my colleagues as we work together to build the Bay. First up is the Renaissance Entrepreneurship Center in Marin. Our guide is Boku Kadama, Center Director for Renaissance Marin. Boku has a dedicated staff at his disposal, along with volunteer attorneys who lead lectures on entrepreneurship and conduct workshops for at-need small business owners. And he was kind enough to show us around. So how'd you guys get started?
Well, back in 2010, the Marin Community Foundation had done a study around poverty in Marin and discovered that there was a growing level of poverty. So they wanted to use entrepreneurship as one method of alleviating some of that, hopefully as a solution. So we've also become like this gathering place.
Some of those gathered was this diverse array of entrepreneurs.
I'm a hand therapist at Post Wellness by Design, which is a community-based wellness center in Petaluma.
So Intuition Power is a series of programs made of coaching, classes to develop intuition for business purposes. And we're all having fun.
By 2020, 60% of us are going to be self-employed. Now that's being an entrepreneur, being self-employed. But what we really find is that the vast majority of people just go into business without really understanding how to run a business. So we help them with learning how to do that. And also the other real vital thing is helping them to understand that connectivity, networking, all these kinds of things are really critical for their success. They need to be out there. And that's what we try to provide here.
Great, well thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
After visiting with Boku, we took a leap across the bay. We find ourselves in Oakland, where Legal Services for Entrepreneurs, or LSE, provides free legal services for entrepreneurs. We meet up with Mia Chen, staff attorney for Lawyers Committee for Civil Rights, who in turn sponsor LSE.
So how did LSE get started?
LSE got started by a group of attorneys like yourself who just came together and realized that small businesses are not getting all the legal advice that they need. And it's getting them into a lot of trouble. They're not zoned correctly, their contracts are not being reviewed, they're not using contracts.
Mia showed us around, where we saw firsthand volunteers help out entrepreneurs with questions vital to their business.
They come to Legal Services for Entrepreneurs looking for counsel and advice, and in partnership with Fenwick & West and other types of law firms, they're able to receive that counsel and advice and get their business off the ground.
Speaking with the entrepreneurs, you get the sense that they really appreciate the service.
I feel like the industry that I'm in, I'm knowledgeable as far as my skills, but because I want to own my own business, it's important to know exactly what LLC means, what S-Corp means, how to file my taxes, how to treat my future employees, basically just an education on how to run a successful business.
We've seen single moms who wouldn't have otherwise been able to launch their businesses up and running with great leases for their spaces. We've seen people providing opportunities to a lot of folks in their neighborhoods who otherwise wouldn't have this type of opportunity. Our clients are immigrants, people of color, people with arresting conviction records. It really runs the gamut.